Hello, my name is Fatma Al-Awadi and I will be presenting my final parametric project, Cytokinesis Tower, which is located in Doha, Qatar. So to begin with, I started off by creating the base of the tower, which is a circle. Then using series, move and scale batteries, I was able to create different levels. In addition to that, each circle needs to have their own value, so I created a range of numbers from 0 to 1 using the range component. Then these values were remapped using graph mapper. Then by using evaluate curve and graph mapper, I was able to generate points, then control the overall shapes of these points in order to split the circular curves. Then using the addition and subtraction to create the 4 copies of these points. And an expression was used also in order to eliminate any parameter that is less than 0 or greater than 1. After that, I shattered the circles by these points. Then I used sort along curve to sort the segments in the proper order. Then by using cull index, the middle set of curves which represent the void was removed. So for the outer skin, mesh loft was used. In addition to Weavebird picture frame and window. Then these two forms were closed by using the endpoints to create lines, then lofting these lines to create the surface. Then to create the bridges in between, I used the graph mapper and evaluate surf to locate the points on the surfaces, and then create a polygon, which is the base of the bridges, where you can control the thickness of each one separately. Then culling the gaps or the voids from the surfaces in addition to the extra parts of the polygons. Then the remaining parts were joined and turned into a mesh, in addition to the smoothing component that helped with blending the polygons with the surfaces. And here the kangaroo solver was introduced, so you can see how it changes. For the middle part, the facade was treated differently by using the triangulation. Finally, to create floor plate, I used the intersection between the meshes and plane to generate these lines that goes through the bridges. Then joining and merging them with the initial splitted curves, which gave me closed curves. Then using the boundary component to create the floor surface, then offsetting them to the desired thickness. And here you will see the final project. So you can see the bridges as well as the floors and the outer and middle skin. Here I have some images. So for example, here it shows how the bridges define the floors, and some more images for the project and the connections between the two towers. And finally have a small animation for the whole tower. Thank you for listening and feel free to ask any questions.